Now, movement from urban areas to rural Kenya counties continues to pose serious challenges to the counties, and Migori has identified this as a major impediment in the fight against COVID-19. Our correspondent Bernard Ojwang explains.
As the number of people migrating from Nairobi and Mombasa into rural areas continues to increase, counties find themselves in a tight spot because the more people arrive, the more risks of COVID-19. Now, medics in rural areas are raising concern over the growing numbers, citing counties' lack of capacity to handle COVID-19 cases.
Healthcare workers were really at risk because for sometimes you might be handling a client and you really don't know whether this client is positive or negative unless it's tested and confirmed. So we really run a risk of turning positive when you are not sure that this client is positive. But we are taking measures because we are ensuring those our healthcare workers have the right PPEs, they have masks at the workplace, so that when they are seeing any client, they put on masks.
In Migori County, medics say the number of people seeking health services has risen in recent weeks, yet they are not properly kitted.
Some are still not able to afford the masks, right? Yeah, so with these PPEs, I hope we're going to be even able to provide those who come to the facility, those who can't afford it, yeah, so that as they protect themselves, we also protect ourselves.
We also need to do things like hand washing, which is very basic, and using sanitizers.
Rural areas have been cited as areas of concern since most people in those areas do not observe COVID-19 safety measures and will be often seen in large crowds. And although county governments say they are working hard to enforce the measures, they have urged residents to be disciplined and follow the law.
To condemn in equal measure the actions of some notorious guys who decided to defy the COVID-19 directives and went ahead to gather at the late Lady Maureen's funeral. That is something that is highly acceptable and will not allow a repeat of the same. We are not going to mess up with our own lives.
Currently, Migori County has reported at least 10 COVID infections among health workers. Bernard Ojwang, NTV.